place value through the billions. Remember that standard form is just the number, whether it be 215, 17239, or this number here, 39724210056. That's the standard form of that number. The word form is that number put into words. It's what you say and how you would say that number. You would say 71,532,521. So that's what you would write in words as well. This here's the expanded notation for 3,740,059. And here I've written that number back out in standard form. Okay, given this number within expanded notation, I could write it back in standard form. Start with the billions place. It's nice that they're in order. We've got 300 billion for sure, and it looks like we have 1 billion as well. So we'll put the digits 301 in the billions period. Next we have 8 million. That's the only millions number that we have there, so we'll write a 008. Next in the thousands period we have 70,000 and 2,000. That would be a 072. And in the final period, what digits do you have? 6, 0, and 5. You'll notice that there are 3 digits in each of those place values. Our final number that we've ended up with is 301 billion, 8 million, 72,605, where each of those digits goes back to those addends. The value of each of those digits in that number. That's how it works. This chart shows the place value of the number 210,123,456,789. The way that you say it is 210,123,456,789. This number, 376,521,489,071, also has different periods. And then so we've worked with this periods here, where we've worked with the ones period, then the thousands period, the millions period, and this is a new one for us. This is the billions period. And so go ahead and write that out. You'll notice that there's 3 digits in each of these periods. And so we had our billions period, where we had the digits 376, or even the ones period, where we had the numbers and the digits 071. Reading numbers in the billions, concentrate on each of the periods. Remember, this is the billions period, so this is 378 billion, 502 million, 570. How about this number? What do we start with? 62 billion, 76 million, 12,003. Put that all together. 62 billion, 76 million, 12,003. Okay, it's your turn. I want you to write this number in standard form. Read that number carefully, and write it back in standard form, which is just the numbers. Go ahead and write it out. Hit pause. Okay, in the billions place it says 7 billion, so we'll write a 7. Then it says 20 million, and we will need to put a 0 as a placeholder for 20 million. 115,000, so 115, and then it says 38. Need another 0 as a placeholder, therefore the 3 is worth 30, and the 8 is worth 8. So reading that whole number again, we have 7 billion, 20,115,038. Alright, here we have the number And we were asked to write it back in expanded notation. You try. Remember to write that number back out. Expanded notation, remember your addition signs. Hit pause. All right, we're going to have to start with 3 billion, and then we have 10 million plus 8 million. And we'll need 2 other addends as well. So we get 3 billion plus 10 million plus 8 million plus 3,000 plus 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits that are not 0, so we should have 5 addends with our expanded notation. 3 billion plus 10 million plus 8 million plus 3,000 plus 100. 5 addends there. Those digits that aren't 0 in our number. For this number, let's look at value versus place value. First, go ahead and read that number. It is in the billions, 97,201,003,052. What's the value of the 7 in that number? The value is 7 billion. Whereas the place value of that number, the place value, it's in the what place? It's in the billions place. So there's that difference in between value versus place value. Just like the value of that 9 is 90 billion, but the place value is 10 billions place. And really, we shouldn't just write billions, we should be writing billions place to be more precise. Alright, first off, read this number. Did you say 182,325,061,421? Remember, no ands. What digits are in the billions period? Should have said 182. We could say 182 is in the billions period. What digit is in the millions place? Point at it. Should be pointing at the 5. What is the 6 worth in this number? What's the value of the 6? And the value of the 6 is 60,000. Sure, it's in the 10,000s place, but it's worth 60,000. It's working with numbers, larger numbers. This form was what? Standard form. Understanding all about place value of these numbers up to the billions place.